buy gasoline. Nice to see so many folks getting a kick out of it. Shell, the world's best-selling gasoline.
our school system. Once you get to a varsity sport, you may think that it's only regulated or only to those people that participate exactly on that team. It's not. We're telling our guys, we're telling these people, you're a part of this as much as anybody else. This that we're having in our program, these young men have sweat, they've hurt, they've bled for, as we say, Coach, the other day, 5 months of football. We got 3 more big ball games ahead of us, one tomorrow night. We need your support. You're a big part of it. The success we're having is because of all of you. And I appreciate y'all being out here today. It's great to see you. Come tomorrow night because Jefferson's not giving us a whole lot of credit. You see them on the television, you see them in the paper. They seem to think the only man around the corner is real. I tell you what, we proved the last 3 weeks were real. Come and watch us tomorrow night.
First thing is over there, and then I moved over here. I figured over here better. I think that's true for the time. with her about once I see that.
Campuses are primary and elementary, with inches away they change. High school, you stay seated until the middle school has a chance to get out on the buses. In high school, the ones who have transportation may leave, but none of you try to leave before middle school has a chance to get out on the buses. This has been one of the greatest experiences in 26 years of my life, to have some facilities like we have, and the people in charge, and the people, the young people. This has been a best rally. So thanks so much, and at this time we're going to have a class song. Everybody, go song!
gasoline. Nice to see so many folks getting a kick out of it. Shell, the world's best-selling gasoline.
another edition of Atlanta Rabbit Football right here on AQC TV. I'm Andy Rushing along with Steve. Boy, it's 2 weeks in a row I've blown the name. And we're at Homer Bryce Stadium, as you can see behind us, at the Stephen F. Austin University, home of the Lumberjacks. And Steve, we got a war tonight.
This is the battle for all bragging rights in Northeast Texas, Andy.
That's right. The Atlanta Rabbits coming in here 11-2, and Jefferson Bulldogs coming in a perfect, undefeated 13-0. And I mean, these guys have been playing each other for the last several years, and because of district changes, we didn't get it this year. And just so happens we happen to make it all the way to the regional finals or the quarterfinals, whatever you want to call it. And these two teams are duking it out. Power, speed, finesse, you got it all tonight.
Almost. Atlanta has one thing in their favor, Andy. Jefferson doesn't have much of a passing game. To top that, they don't have much of a passing defense. So what Atlanta's probably going to try to do is somehow work out the best efforts of Ken Harrison and that multitude of receivers he's got back there.
Let's look at the defenses for a second. Atlanta's defense has been unstoppable, and they've been very stingy with the points, giving up only 7 reasonable or usable points in the last 3 playoff games. That was at Spring Hill. They gave up a touchdown last week, but it was an offensive touchdown. 2 touchdowns against Spring Hill, but they were in the 4th quarter back when there's a lot of substitutes in and all that. So really 1 defensive touchdown that's been given up in the last 3 months, or 3 playoff games. And now we're coming up against an offensive powerhouse. I mean, we've got Duffy, we've got Denmark. These guys have been racking up some impressive yardage the last few weeks, and I don't look for them to stop. They kind of had a rebirth over at Commerce.
Right, Andy, but there again, we're talking about size, and Coach Scharnberg loves to say, if it comes down to the difference between size and speed, he's going to take speed every time.
And have we got speed for you? We've got the senior tailback, Blaylock, coming off kind of a shaky week last week. He gave up a few fumbles, and Coach Scharnberg turned around and went to the senior fullback, who'd been at tailback and now back to tailback out of the Colorado offense, Everett Dickerson, and he had 170-plus yards last week. And it just seemed like we've been waiting all year for it to happen, and it happened big.
Well, there again, Scharnberg says that Everett finally found out that he is a good runner and that he can work out of one of these offenses. Problem is, he's a lot bigger than he used to be. He can't run with the finesse he used to. He wants to knock somebody over. Finally, we've got an offense he can work out of. By the way, Blaylock is a sophomore.
Excuse me, what did I say, senior?
Yeah,
sorry about that. Also, keep in mind, Everett found something last week he seemed to be lacking earlier in the season. That was traction. That's one of the reasons both of these coaches got us here at Nacogdoches tonight, is because they liked what they saw. Both teams played well on turf last week, and I'm sure they want to keep that up tonight.
And it's little pan over the home side right now. We'll see the other reason we're in this stadium, folks. We still got 45 minutes before kickoff, and this is who's here right now. This is a great showing for the Atlanta side.
It's drizzly, it's rainy, and generally it's nice and cool out here, about 60 degrees, 58, somewhere around in there. It doesn't look like the weather's going to be too much of a factor, although it might make the ball just a hair slicky. Otherwise, it looks like a perfect night for football.
No doubt, Andy. And as a matter of fact, I think one of the first things we're going to see utilized here is going to be a kicking game. Remember, Jefferson's told us before, they don't have a kicking game. Once again, we're going to get to rely on the good foot of Adam O'Kelly.
Not only that, you see, they have been relying on 2-point conversions quite a bit all year, and it's something that our defense has been very stingy in giving up. Bulldogs, senior laden team, they're huge. They got a massive line, 300-plus pound players, 250. They've got it all the way across. It's going to be our speed against their weight, and I'm looking for a good match tonight, Steve.
2 things to look at, Andy. If we have to, we can always put Coach Scharnberg out there head-on-head with Coach Bennett. I don't know which one outweighs the other one, which one's stronger. I'd like to see that. But go back to this. We didn't get to play either Linden Kildare or Jefferson in the regular season this year for the first time, and nobody can remember when. We lost last year to Linden Kildare 24-7. We beat them this year 24-7. By the way, what did we lose to Jefferson by last year?
I can't remember the score.
24-7. That sound familiar?
Let's see what happens, folks. We've got a barn burner coming down for you. Y'all just kick back, relax, enjoy the show tonight. The Rabbit crowd's getting into it, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after this on AQC TV. Get it? I think the Panthers.
Melanie Thompson Insurance, located at 102 West Hiram in Atlanta. America can depend on Farmers Insurance, and Atlanta Queen City can depend on Melanie Thompson Insurance for auto, life, or home insurance. That's Melanie Thompson Insurance, located at 102 West Tire in Atlanta. Call her at 796-7403 or 796-5853. America can depend on Farmers Insurance, and Atlanta Queen City can depend on Mary Thompson Insurance.
Atlanta Rabbits coming out of the hole first, the home team. Getting ready to start this 3A blowout, slugfest, head rocker,
And just out and out, batty.
Steve, we got us a good one getting ready to start here. Rabbit cheerleader, got the spirit line down. You see all the Rabbit fans lined up out there. A lot of them went down on the field. They're letting some balloons off tonight. They've got those fans at the Booster Club and folks got together and made up this week and last week. Both are holding for them, and here they come, Steve. That looks like number 12, Ken Harrison, the quarterback, leading the way out with them.
They're going to come right on out, Andy, and stage up and get ready to go in at one time like the team they are. Andy, I got to hand it. Our fans have been just terrific this week. They have gone to,
you know, there's as many people or more
extremes
that made it out here tonight than did up there to Dallas last week. They really did. Jefferson's got a good crowd over there, too. It looks like a quarter of Marion County sitting over on the other side of the stadium.
Saturday night football.
Look at that, Destination Texas Stadium. Gentlemen, start your engine.
Here we go.
Here they come. And the Rabbits are on the field, and I'm sure we'll sit through Jefferson doing the same thing. You know, through their pregame paces, running the length of the field. And see, there's a lot of tension down there tonight. I mean, both these teams know what they're squaring off against out there. There's got to be a lot of pressure on these young men.
A lot of pressure, more so on Atlanta than Jefferson, I believe, Andy. Jefferson's already won their state championship several years back. For Atlanta, this is breaking new ground all the way through.
Well, you know what Coach Scharnberg said last week, you know, get out of the way, Jerry, I'm next. And we'll see. And the Atlanta crowd is on their feet out here. Steve, I can't get over this nice crowd we've got down here. Like I said, there's a little bit of drizzle falling out there, but even most of that seems to have stopped now.
And it's dissipating well before it even gets to the ground.
And, you know, out there on that turf, you know, it takes a lot of water to really start making them play slip and slide out there. So the field conditions really shouldn't be a factor tonight. I think the biggest factors tonight are going to be defense.
That's right. And as seldom as we ever play on artificial turf, Andy, those shoes they've got are in good shape. We don't really have to worry about a lot of slipping.
No, I don't know. You know, we didn't really have any problem with that last week at all.
Right.
Matter of fact, like I was alluding to earlier during the pregame, Everett Dickerson seems to have found traction that he hadn't been able to get this year. Earlier in the season, they were pulling him down when he tried to turn the corner out of the backfield. This time, he seemed to have that little extra push off. And it was getting him to step forward, and all of a sudden he was turning those quarters and picking up the, 5, 6 extra yards.
Right. Well, if you'll go back to Earl Campbell's days, University of Texas, the games that they played on natural turf, his yardage wasn't quite as high as the games he played on artificial turf.
Looking down here on the field as the Rabbits get ready, just saw the Rabbit cheerleaders and mascot getting ready to fire up the team tonight.
What I was alluding to there, Andy, is a stronger runner is going to find more traction on artificial turf.
That's true, and look forward to that. Going back, we were talking about the defense earlier. One thing I've noticed a trend in the last 3 playoff games we've had, Atlanta's come out, they've jumped on the opposing team an extra for 17 points or so, and all of a sudden the opposing coaches who have been used to ball control, steadily drive it down the field offenses, get unconservative, so to speak, and they start hanging the balls high. They start throwing wild pitches downfield, trying to make something happen. We get the quick interception or 4 up, 4 down, and all of a sudden we're getting the ball in good position and scoring on them, and before they know it, they're out of the game.
Well, not only that, Andy, they all keep saying we're coming from a weak district and we don't know how to keep up with them. Jefferson, more power to you.
And the Dogs getting ready to come on the field now. You hear the Marion County fans getting on their feet and getting ready to cheer their team on. It's not like there's just that much distance between Atlanta and Jefferson.
Hop, skip, with stone throw.
yeah, like Lynn said, 2.5 hours difference tonight. Atlanta will be in the full-color uniforms tonight. They'll be in the maroon jerseys and pants, as where Jefferson, also the maroon and white team, will be in the white jerseys and the maroon pants, just to keep it straight. And they also have the white helmets.
Right. Lynn, I don't know if you've been able to get a shot of it. Those fans are really being waved right now down on our bottom tier.
We can't get it. That's okay. You have a production booth. Got us
no problem.
I'm glad we got a booth with windows.
Booth with windows, and we're going to be dry.
And the Dogs come onto the field now to a roaring reception from their fans. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the coin toss and the opening kickoff right after this, right here on AQC TV.
Tires still by Queen City Tire in Queen City. Mountain and Balance are free with 10% off tire sale at Cooper Tires. Queen City Tire, Queen City. Go by and see Kennel Shops and Lara Farrell, Jeff Mark, and Clifford McCaslin for Cooper Tires at Queen City Tire. Highway 59, Queen City. Cooper Tires at Queen City Tire.
Jefferson Bulldogs won the opening coin toss and elected to receive from the right end of the field. I don't guess wind or really anything's going to make that much of a difference down here in this bowl, but they took it. The Atlanta Rabbits will be kicking off on the left side of your screen. Adam O'Kelly, of course, will be handling the kicking towards. And Bulldogs have 3 deep receivers back there tonight.
Fred Brown, Tim Holt, and number 17, Adrian Denmark.
Denmark, the red shirt freshman from Jefferson. What, have I been back since 91 and I've been hearing that name since then, and he's still just a junior? Come on. That's blue chip written all over that helmet.
We'll get another chance at it next year.
Here we go.
Mr. Goodfoot coming down.
It's up. It's going to be at about the 19-yard line.
Brown's got the ball.
Oh, and he's pushed out of bounds at just about the 29. That's what the referee's going to call 29-yard line. And see, this is where a test of wheels begin. That massive Jefferson offensive line lining up against our smaller but yet quicker defensive line. We're going to have starting the defense tonight for the Rabbits as usual. Mikhail Justice and Marlon Oliver inside at the tackles. Donny Hunt and Randy Garn will be handling the outside chores. Of course, you've got the rock-steady linebacker core back there. Savage, Greg Fields, and, of course, Melton. Then, of course, you got the other Melton over at the rover position. Amy James, right corner. Brad McCall, left corner. And is that Ken Harrison starting at the...
Ken Harrison.
He's starting at the safety once again for Ben Collins. Handoff up the middle. Duffy takes it for about 3.
And made the tackle there, Andy.
And that is a lot of fullback to be coming there. Donnie Hunt in on the tackle. All right.
About a 4-yard pickup there for Mr. Duffy.
So the Rabbit defense going to be tested early. And see, this is our I formation running back. They're bringing the twin splits out in order to keep the Rabbits secondary at bay, so you've got to respect the pass.
They're going to try us on the outside.
Pitch to the right. Denmark deep for a 1-yard, well, actually a 5-yard loss.
Mr. Melton.
Original first down marker. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Melton and Mr. Harrison on the tackle there, Andy.
Ken Harrison coming down from that safety. Is that mobility and speed or what? I mean,
that's mobility, speed, and I got to get him.
When your safety is making tackles into their backfield, you know you've got a good safety. So this is definitely a passing down. They're going to mark it right there at the original line of scrimmage on the 30-yard line. Twins to the right, split left. They're going right over the middle. Oh, he's under pressure, and it's caught. And Steve, we've got problems.
Andy, that was a busted play that should have never got back.
Well, Steve, give their quarterback credit. He had about 10 rabbits in his face when the secondary bit in on the sack. And when they did that, all of a sudden the Rabbits are in trouble because there was nobody out there covering the wide receiver. And I believe that was Holt got the catch. And so the Rabbits go from what would have been a nice 4th down to a 1st and 10 from just about the 22-yard line in the defense, or 32. I was looking at the other marker, yeah. 1st and 10 from the 32, and all of a sudden their backs are up against the wall against a very good offense.
38-yard pass play, Andy. That's something we didn't expect them to come out with to maybe the 3rd quarter.
Secondary celebrated just a hair early there, maybe.
Right.
High formation, twins out. They're going to stretch our secondary. Up the middle, Denmark gets up. And he breaks through into our secondary, and he's good for a 1st down. 2 missed tackles.
What do you get, about 11 yards on that one, Andy?
They're going to mark it close. It depends on where they get his knee
in right there.
And they're calling for a timeout and looking for a measurement.
Well, even at 10 yards, that only gives them 5 for the night. All right, Andy, quick test for the Atlanta Rabbits right here. They've got to figure out what's going on.
Well, like we've been talking about here, First down now. They just give it to him on the first down. I thought he got over. They were just marking the spot with his name. We've got Oliver and Justice in there at the middle line and the tackle position. They got Everett in there now. Everett Dickerson lining up that left defensive tackle. McHale's at the right. And Steve, they're just trying to outsize him. And McHale jumped. And I think that McHale is going to get popped for his first offside.
I don't know,
this
Andy.
year.
Usually they go ahead and let the play go. Let's see what happens here.
They're pointing against us. Yep. Yeah, whenever they break through there and they've got a clear shot at the quarterback, they usually go on and just stop the play to keep somebody from getting hurt. And they caught him on a long count. They've definitely been watching their films and watching McHale jump off the ball. And the Rabbits are in trouble here with a 1st and 5 from about the 17-yard line. Outside run for about number 4. That's going to be Tim Duffy. And Steve, he's moving. What is Dickerson and Hunt in there on the tackle. And so that's surprising, bringing Everett Dickerson in from Oliver. We've known he's the speedier of the two tackles, but I guess they wanted to take no chances on this interior.
Well, there again, Coach Karnberg's going to find the right net if he has to do it on after the half.
Still out of the I formation. Hand off to Denmark. He's probably going to have the first down. And they whistled for a timeout to stop the clock. And they moved the chains
without even asking.
And the spot is going to be just across the 10-yard line into the 9. And so it's 1st and goal now, and we'll see what and you know this is 4-town territory for Jefferson State. No field goal game, really.
That's right.
That we've seen. Now, they may have somebody over there can put one in from this far, but it's going to be tough. Denmark and Duffy in the backfield. They go straight to Duffy. He's good for 5 over the line of scrimmage.
Boy, Andy, he's just finding a way to...
Well, it looks like they're catching Justice and Dickerson shooting the gaps, and that's leaving Mitch Savage there all alone. Garner comes in for the tackle. Garner coming in from behind around there on the defensive end position, or from the defensive end position, and make the tackle. Boy, they're just plowing it up the middle. They're not even playing around the outsides that much. They know Garner and Hunt can handle them. I look for a short pass play here just to catch us napping. Savage in on the blitz, and I think we're going to have a movement on the offense this time, Steve.
And if I can make a positive out of something that looks negative, we are jittery. But I'll take that. That can settle down in extra.
These are nerves here. I mean, Jefferson, and they're marking against the Rabbits again. They had Savage and I haven't seen 2 defensive offside penalties all season, Steve. And Ken Harrison on the safety.
Harrison coming all the way in on the safety.
They had them lined up there at the line of scrimmage now. Ken and Savage were just dogging that middle, looking for the quick strike, and it caught them napping twice in a row, but you can't fault them for being aggressive. 2nd and goal now from just about the 3.5-yard line up the middle, and I don't know if he's going to make it. They're saying he got over, and the Bulldogs are up 6-0. Ooh,
8:09, Andy. They've already got one on the board.
8:09 to go. And the Bulldogs take it right down to us. Steve, let's give credit where it's due. They had a very big pass play there on a 3rd and 11 that caught our secondary coming in when really a busted play, and it was just a catalyst. Defense made a couple of mental mistakes down there on the line of scrimmage, and it just cost us. Ready for the kick, and it's going to be good. Now,
you mean they had a kick?
Oh, yeah, and it would have been good from 25, 30 yards out. Dogs on top, 7-0. We'll be back with more right after this on AQC TV.
Experience color at its finest. Fawcett Jewelry has 2 dermatologists on staff and has made a positive and distinct step toward the colored stone market. Fawcett offers fancy colored diamonds, all colors, garnet, sapphires, tourmaline, and much more. So come by Fawcett Jewelry, 703B, West Main, Atlanta, and let us introduce you to color. Custom color.
Quarter action here, 7-0 Bulldog lead, 8:09 to go in the first quarter, and the Rabbits are in an uncharacteristic hole here, Steve.
Uncharacteristic for the last several games, Andy, but remember, way back there were a couple games when we fell behind early.
And so we'll see what's going to happen. Good boot. They're going to our secondary, or our receiver.
Blaylock's got
the ball, Steve. He's up the middle, and he's going to be across the 30-plus yard line for some good opening yardage, and the Rabbit offense gets a chance to come back. You know, I was talking to someone earlier in the day today, and they said the mark of a true champion is what they do after they get behind.
That's right, Andy.
And this team showed a lot of character all season, a lot of poise, and I don't think we're going to have a lot of problems with that tonight. This offense knows how to score. We said earlier, we don't think we can keep Jefferson from scoring. They're a class ball team. They're a state caliber ball team, and they're more than capable of taking it to us. I formation, same formation.
We're testing them early.
See, that pass went nowhere. I don't know if that was a blown route in case he ran too far or what.
Harrison really didn't get the ball all the way over there to him.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to throw it, too. Just jitters, Steve. These kids are wound up tighter than a drum tonight. Collins coming in now at a wide receiver position. And Kidd checked off.
All right. We got another chance here.
High formation for the Rabbits. That's Dickerson at the fullback. Blaylock in the rear. Harrison at the quarterback. Dog's a little jumpy. Harrison drops back. He's got pressure around the side. Over the middle. That's Jeff Phelps. He got the first down.
And he ran with the ball,
and
Andy.
He did run. I'm impressed. And see, the Rabbits are on the move now. They've got a big first down here. I didn't see any flags. That's always heartening. Jeff Phelps did a good job of bringing that ball right on in. And Chip did a good job of staying on his feet out there in open field and got the Rabbits a first down just at about the 44.5-yard line.
Right.
Bulldog secondary is going to have a fun time tonight keeping up with this Rabbit speed. Twins to the left now. Harrison's on the keeper. Blaylock bobbles it, and Everett picks it up. And excuse me, that was Oliver.
Ball and Oliver picked it up, Andy.
And Steve talking about pulling defeat from the jaws of victory.
Or vice versa.
Boy, that was a big loss. Harrison just didn't get the pitch off. They had him covered around that sweep to the right, and it cost us. We're looking
12,
now
13 yards.
23 now. 7:28 to go in the first quarter, and see the Rabbits they're a bundle of nerves.
So it's something they're going to have to overcome on their own, Andy.
Flanker position formation now. One split. Harrison drops back. You know he's going to try and throw it. He's under all kinds of pressure. He's rolling. I guess a good block in the backfield. He's going to get up to about the 40, to the 45.
He's on his feet, Andy.
He's on his feet at the 50, and he bobbles down. But he got the first down, Steve. Great block in the backfield. I don't know who to give credit to, but we've got to give somebody credit for coming back and picking up the block when Harrison was under pressure. And Steve, he's going to be so close to a first down if he didn't get it.
Oh, he got the first down.
They're saying he got the first down.
That was a 24-yard.
Look at the spot. Look at the spot. He fell down twice out there.
I didn't think they saw it at first because the head linesman was running up about 3 yards from where the first down marker is.
It's going to be a third and a foot or so to go. And this is where we see what the offense can handle. Ken Harrison once again making something happen. That was about a 22-yard gain for Ken. High formation, Twins to the left. They're going to stay with Blaylock. Dickerson straight up the middle. Holy cow.
Bowls his way forward.
Did you see that power? Good hit. Everett Dickerson laid the best lick on that whole play out there as he moved 3 Bulldogs out of the way to pick up a Rabbits first down. And Steve, all of a sudden the Rabbits are in threatening and striking distance here at the 40-yard line of the Jefferson Bulldogs. And that's got to settle things down on the field. Leadership, that's what a lot of this is.
And that's what they've got.
These are senior-laden teams. They've got a lot of it. Steve, there should be a flag on that. I can't believe we're not going to get it. As Casey, it was thrown away from Casey. They may have ruled it non-catchable, but whenever he turned around, he had a dog in his face big time. That was
Andy. He never had a chance to make it a catchable ball.
Number 16 out there for the Dogs, I believe. No, what was that? 15. Collier out there in coverage. Now, that's one thing we've talked about the last couple of weeks. A lot of these teams running their tailbacks and quarterbacks into the secondary and having to keep up with our receivers. Coach Scharnberg staying with the I formation. And we're going to get an offsides, and that's going to be against Casey. And it's going to be 2nd and 15.
We really don't need this.
Ooh.
I say that, Andy. I don't know. It's early in the game. They just got to get over some of this.
Well, you just
problem is they can't give Jefferson any chance whatsoever.
And that was pretty obvious what that was. That was Casey Kidd just, he either heard something from he was out there by the Jefferson side of the field, and he may have heard something over there that caused him to jump. And he's having a concentration problem out there. All these guys are, really.
By the way, Andy, the winner of this game gets to play Abilene Wiley.
That's right.
Winners over Springtown
That's right.
today.
They won handily, from what I understand. Drop back pass. Harrison's under pressure, Steve. And it's caught by Billy Oliver. 27-yard line.
Got to the 20.
He's down at the 20. Did you see that bullseye? Woo! First down for the Rabbits, Steve. And Ken Harrison did a beautiful job of waiting on Oliver to find the seam in that zone. Even though he's under pressure, he's still getting great protection from that offensive line. Line tonight's consisting of Marwin Oliver. We've got Mitch Savage. We're going to have, sure I get him right. I always get our center messed up here. That's,
Frosty.
Yeah, Frosty. Thank you. Frost at the center. Nickelberry at the left guard. Hunt at the right guard. And I don't know if they're going to get us to jump in there. There's a couple quick. And he's going to, I don't know what he's going to do.
He's going to run it.
And I hope he hangs on to it.
4-yard pickup there, Andy.
After being 10 yards deep in his own secondary, he manages to wrangle out of it, confuse the Jefferson rushers there, and pick up 4 yards, and it brings up a 2nd and 6 now.
Yeah, a lot of people right now, Andy, would say, well, Harrison sure is greedy. The thing about it is, though, he's got to do something for positive yardage. Whether it be pass it when he's supposed to or just tuck it and run.
It may not be pretty, but I'll take it. 2nd and 7, they're saying. And because somebody's calling a timeout. The Rabbits are. They want to think about it. And we will, too, right after this on AQC TV.
Special at JBLU Stars 269 Atlanta 1994 Pontiac Grand Prix SE. 4-door tilt, cruise, power, windows, locks, cassette, stereo, 29,000 miles, a GM program card for only $12,995 plus tax, title, and license. That's $12,995 plus TT&L at JBLU Stars Route 59 here in Atlanta. Go by and see Cal or Ron today at JBLU Stars Route 59 in Atlanta, a proud supporter of the Atlanta Rabbits.
Yeah, he had some running room through there. He had a great hole opened up by that offensive line, and he did squeeze through there. Still, what we're seeing tonight is him getting the extra 2 and 3 yards he wasn't getting earlier in the season. I think the turf has everything to do with it. And the quarterbacks will have the luxury of having the shot clocks, as we call them tonight, or the play clocks, whatever you want to have it. At least on one end, I don't see it on the other.
3rd and about 2.5 there, Andy.
They'll get it. Split backfield now. That's Blaylock around the right side. Steve, he's down to the 3-yard line. He's blasted out of bounds. Oh, good call. Misdirection. Everybody went to the strong side of the field, and they were following Dickerson because Blaylock had been kind of neglected tonight. And Steve, it was just a great sweep play, and Blaylock did a good job of getting around there. Blaylock, now see, that's something we talk about, the weapons Atlanta's got. Just everywhere you look on the field, this team's sending a fresh runner or a fresh receiver. Oh, thank you. High formation, handoff.
Touchdown, Everett.
And Steve, that's getting back into the game the way you want to, with a good, strong drive right down the middle of the field, and let the Bulldogs know this is not going to be a walkthrough, even though they did catch the snap in one time. Let's see old Kelly get up there and put the next one on the board, and we'll bring it up to 7-7.
Let's hope he hadn't caught the jitters by watching the other guys.
Don't forget, well, everybody knows you can watch this over at Champs. I was going to say go see it, but you know that. Champs is one of our sponsors, by the way. O'Kelly gets up for the snap. McCall out there, the holder. And the Bulldogs go up. I don't know what they're going to do about it.
They didn't call it.
They didn't call that? Oh, they get the flag.
Okay.
Thank you, Ray. No good.
Yeah,
they're declining it. They're just declining the penalty. Well, we'll figure it out in a minute. Whoa, wait a minute.
We can't decline it. If we
go
decline
for
it,
2.
it's no good. We got to go ahead and take
they were with us. Remember, Steve, this is something that was brought up to me today. I want you to look at those goalposts. Let him get a shot at the goalposts. Those are college regulation goalposts, and they're more narrow than the high school O'Kelly's having his kick with about 3 left foot of goalpost. I didn't even think about that during the pregame. And he's going to have to be a lot more on
Difference
target.
on that, though, Andy, is he's watching them when they jumped off. It just threw him off. Watch this. No doubt.
No good. That's what I'm saying. His mark is completely off on this. And that soccer style is so tight, it needs so much room to hook in. And so the Rabbits are down 7-6, and we'll be back with more right after this on AQC TV.
For all your cellular phone needs, stop by Atlanta Communications at 104 East Hiram in Atlanta, or Cass County Communications at 121 West Houston in Linden. They are your Century Cellular authorized agent. Century Cellular cellular network and digital technology give you a crystal clear reception, plus the widest coverage in the area. If you need to stay in touch, stop by Atlanta Communications at 104 East Hiram in Atlanta, or Cass County Communications at 121 West Houston in Linden. Century Cellular, service of the century.
Kelly's ready to kick off here. Rabbits in the hole 7-6, but a great opening drive by the Rabbits. Offense speed to get us right back in this game where we needed to be. Bottle at the 10, and Steve, 33 there for the Dogs is nailed at about the 22. And that's Fred Brown. We haven't heard much of him this season.
Not much at all. There's a good reason why we hadn't heard much of him this year, Andy. He plays for Jefferson.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Oh, well, I mean in the papers and all that. He's not one of their standout running backs. You know, he's not in the backfield with Duffy and Bismarck.
Right.
Rabbit defense getting a second chance or a reprieve at what happened on the first half. The secondary is just going to have to settle down, and even though the quarterback gets under pressure, they're going to have to stay at home with the receivers. Right over the middle, Steve, and another big breaker over to the 41, 42-yard line. That's Collier. That's just what we were worried about happening.
16 yards.
Amy James on the tackle there, but it gives them a first down and gets them nicely headed towards that 50-yard line. Collier stands about 5 inches taller than just about any Rabbit on that field, and they can throw that ball high all night long and get it over our heads. So that's something the middle linebacker, Mitch Savage, is really going to get worked over tonight, and Ken Harrison back there at that secondary position is going to have to really be on the lookout for. And they got a reverse, and he's got some blocks, and he did a good job of getting around the outside, Steve. And he's over the 50-yard line into Rabbit territory, just about the 43.
About a 16-yard pickup.
Justice on the Hunt, Donny Hunt and Mikael Justice doing a good job of running him. And they went down there what could have been disaster. Good call by Coach Bennett. Catch the Rabbits looking for something a little normal in the way of an offensive play, and they're not getting it. And this is a position that's hard to deal with, you know, really, because the Rabbits defense is used to dominating that line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just a few things we're going to have to work on.
Up the middle. And this one's going to get bottled up before it goes.
All right.
And that's what they're looking at. Ken Harrison coming in. Marvin Oliver in there on the tackle.
Mitch
Savage. Good job by that whole front section, the linebackers and defensive line. Denmark pick up still of about 3. It looked like they bottled them up a little closer than that. They were generous with their forward progress.
That's what's unbelievable, Andy. He didn't look like he went anywhere, and he still got picked up 3 yards.
Have to tighten it up. Now you see he's got the whole defense closing in, one wide receiver, flanker position, and the Rabbit show blitz up the middle. Steve, he's still going to be close to a first down.
That's Justin. Maybe we pulled him back there. I think we pulled him back.
But it's still going to be close enough to bring up a big 3rd and 1. And this is one of those anything can happen plays this far down in here. Well, it's going to be 3rd and inches. They're calling for... no, they didn't stop the clock. They're going to go to 3rd and less than a yard, I guarantee you. And the Rabbits need to back up on this one and take them down. Right up the middle, Steve. And he gets in for about 3. And he's across the 30-yard line. And the Rabbit defense once again looking at a Bulldog offense threatening to score. Boy, it looks like the lights just... one bank of lights just quit on us. or half a bank of lights. I may have been on both sides.
Can't really tell it on the video, Andy, but from where we're looking, the field looks a lot greener on this side.
It's a little darker out there at the end zone where the Rabbits are defending. Denmark on the carry for about 3 or 4, and Steve was consistently giving them 3 and 4 yards up the middle.
Garner again holding tight there and getting a tackle for it.
5 yards they're getting him. 151, 140, something to go in the first quarter. Rabbits back on their heels, 7-6. The Bulldogs are on top, and Steve, this is shaping up to be an offensive showdown right now. Rabbits show blitz over the middle, and once again, that pass right over the middle of Collier is complete for a first down to the 15-yard line, and they cannot defend that thing like that. That's right, that's what it looks like they're doing. As soon as they show Harrison and Savage coming in for the blitz, they're just automatically sending Collier right over the line of scrimmage. They're checking off at the line of scrimmage, sending him over the middle, and that's Ben Collins back there now at the safety for Harrison, and they've got to watch him. And quarterback drops back, Steve, and they've got him. And Denmark's going to take it for about a half a yard loss, and one Melton got it, missed, and one got him. It was like Chad in on the first hit, and then Cody cleaned it up. It's about time. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 now. The Rabbits need to repeat that a couple more times and show the Bulldog offense we can stop them. I don't think we've stopped them yet. They have had almost positive yardage on every play. Over the middle pass, and it's going into the end zone. He threw that off almost over into the track. And finally, we're getting a good amount of penetration in there on this quarterback, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. And this first pass he's missed tonight. Boy, he's had some good strikes over the middle. I wonder why they pulled off on that. Of course, when they stopped Denmark back there, Coach Bennett kind of got out of his game there for a minute. He was having a lot of success. Linebackers had the middle covered. All right. Well, that's what they got to have. Defense is making a big stand here. Now, remember, this is 4-down territory for Jefferson. I don't think they're even thinking about field goal there. And pressure on the quarterback. And no flag in the end zone. That was Ken Harrison back there on the coverage. He was a step behind. I guess that was Collier there. Or Holt.
And I mean, Garner nailed that quarterback.
Yes, he did. Good job by Randy Garner getting there and laying a great hit. And it's 4th and 10 now for the Dogs. And like we said, they're not prone to go for a 30-yard field goal to 25-yard field goals. They can't. And with these tight goalposts, it's going to make kicking tough on both sides of the line tonight. High formation for the Rabbits now. That's Duffy and Denmark. They're going twin split, and the secondary is going to be busy. We got it! Touchdown, Jefferson! Incredible ball! Incredible catch by Collier, and the guys are pleading the case that he dropped the ball out there, and he did drop it. He never really had possession. But they're not going to get the break, Steve, and the Dogs are going to be on top by a score of 13-6 right now, looking for the extra point. And the referee was standing right there. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it's good. And the Dogs are on top 14-6, and the Rabbits will get to show what they can do right after this on AQC TV.
Super Tires, built by Queen City Tire in Queen City. Mountain and balance of free with 10% off tire sale at Cooper Tires, Queen City Tire, Queen City. Go by and see Killer Shops and Lara Farrell, Jeff Mark, and Clifford McCaslin for Cooper Tires at Queen City Tire, Highway 59, Queen City. Cooper Tires at Queen City Tire.
Dogs getting ready to kick off for yet the 3rd time in the first quarter, Steve. 21 seconds left to play in it, and the Rabbits are trailing 14-6. And we need to see some production here.
Well, Andy, funny thing is the one thing we didn't expect Jefferson to do or how much success when they did was pass.
But, you know, that's what I was talking about down there during the pregame. You know, they've got their 6'5" tight end. They can hang the ball up just like they did during the end zone. They're throwing it over everybody's heads, and it's still right there in his hands.
Well, they've already had 4 passes for 80 yards and a touchdown.
It sounds like us against Spring Hill in the first quarter, and we're just going to have to settle down and come out and play the defense we're capable of, get some pressure on the quarterback, and force these receivers out of their regular patterns. Maybe a little bump and run defense up on the line of scrimmage. And this offense, first thing, is going to have to keep it. You know, this is one of the rare times this season I have to say this, but the offense is going to have to keep us in the game. Oliver bobbles the ball at about the 4, and he's back to the 10-yard line now to the 15, and the Rabbits will be starting from way back in their own territory.
That's the 16-yard line there, Andy. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Gee, if he could have ran sideline to sideline there, he'd ran that out.
That's about true. Mikael Justice limping off the field on that play there. And he looks like he's going to shake it off. Coach Melton talking to him there. That's not good. We do not need to see him limping at all. Casey Kidd splits to the right now. That's Billy Oliver going to the left. I formation for the Rabbits. Dickerson's fullback. Play lock in the back. Harrison drops back. He's looking to the sideline. He's throwing deep, Steve. And it's overthrown. Holy smoke. I think he saw that Casey was covered, so he just went on and let it go, and it brings up a 2nd and 10 now. Man. Coach Schaumburg likes to gamble down there in his own neck of the field and try and make something happen quick. Big Collins checks in now for Casey.
Andy, we're depending on our pass to know which something we thought was going to be strong. Maybe we need to do like Jefferson, depend on our running a little bit. We're not second-guessing you, Coach.
Twin splits once again. Oliver on this side. That's Collins on your far side of your TV now. And Harrison fakes up the middle, and this time that goes to Blaylock, and they stuff him back there at the line of scrimmage. It brings up a 3rd and 10 now.
Did he not even get one?
Maybe a half. Maybe half yard, according to the spot. And that's the end of the first quarter. And the Bulldogs 14-6 lead over the Atlanta Rabbits to get us into the second quarter right after this on AQC TV.
Come here, close to the TV, and let me let you in on one of the best cat tickets in Cass County. The best lunches at Osborne's Grocery, on the Market Road 74 in Queen City. Lunch is served daily from 11 to 2. So come on by and find out one of the best cat tickets in Cass County. Osborne's Grocery, on the Market Road 74. They're Bulldog proud in Queen City.
Second quarter getting ready to start here. Tonight's game being brought to you by the aforementioned Price Hardware, JBL Motors, Ogburn Grocery, American National Insurance, Camp Pizza, Russian Pest Control, Queen City Tire, Barfoot Jewelry, the Citizens Journal, Atlanta Communications, the Shell Food Mart, National Insurance, Mellon & Thompson Insurance. Man, a bunch of Rabbit supporters I'll work in here in a little bit. Boy, y'all have a lot of them. Colorado offense, Quinn to the right. He gets Everett around the right side for some protection. He's looking downfield, Steve, and he's going to be caught in the backfield. He's throwing over the middle, and this could be intercepted, and it's just dropped. Casey Kidd had it right there in his hands, and Steve, I don't know what else to do.
I don't know either. Casey, for the first time, had a pass in his hands tonight.
And we got a Rabbit laying down back there. Timeout being called by the official. I believe that's Harrison. And he took a good lick back there at the 10-yard line. And he's getting up slow, but he is getting up. And see, these Bulldogs are putting some massive pressure back on him, but they did a good job of bottling up our receivers and not giving them anywhere to throw. And he thought he was going to commit to the run, or I thought he was. And then all of a sudden he throws back over to Casey across field, which is a hard throw to make. Coach Ford out there with Ken now, getting him off the field.
I think Ken's just sitting there going, I can't believe this.
He took a shot there to his hip there. You can tell by the way he's kind of limping a little bit.
He broke about 4 possible tackles and had one guy hanging onto his shoulder at the same time he's trying to get the ball off.
But that Colorado did open him up some more time, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see that back in there again. They're going to have to do something, and one thing they're going to have to do right now is when Jefferson gets this ball back is get this thing or get a hold of Jefferson Bulldogs and stop their offense.
Oh, almost a bad snap.
And it's bobbled.
Let the ball go!
The 40. And
Golly, we didn't get it.
And what do? I had no breaks are going our way tonight. Miss a extra point, get us another shot at it, miss it. Have them bottled up down there, 4th and 10.
42-yard punt there, though, Andy.
Quarterback makes a wild shot into the end zone. Collier pulls it in just on his fingertips, and that looked like he dropped it, but I guess he didn't. And now they fumble it to us down there, and we can't get it before it goes out of bounds. This is just, when it hits, it's hitting hard.
What a break that would have been, boy.
And the defense starting back on the heels a little bit already as the Bulldogs will take control at the 40-yard line.
Andy, that's what we're probably going to need to wake this up is just a real good turnover.
Now watch to your right side. They've got splits. James and Melton split off there. Up the middle. Right there we go. And Denmark's good for Duffy.
Denmark.
I thought it was Denmark. They're good for about 3. Garner, Justice, and Savage in there on the tackle. You see, and there's a dog down on the field hard, too. Tit for tat. And see, that's what we got to do. We got to stop this thing in the trenches and force them to start getting out.
That was an alignment.
And he took a good lick down there. Number 55, that's Stanley Tunstall.
Tunster. Well, Tunster.
Ooh. Well, he'll have to come off the field for at least one play anyway. Well, he shakes it off and gives the Rabbits a defense time here to look at things a little bit.
Ain't I'm not sure if he knows which side of the field he's supposed to go to.
He got rung a little bit. Ball on the 43-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 7. And
you reckon he's trying to bounce back, look for a basketball to dribble?
And Denmark and Duffy are doing a good job of penetrating that Rabbit front four, which nobody's been able to really do successfully all season since we played those 2 4A's preseason.
Right. Guys down the throat say they like his favor his shoulder.
All right, we're going twin splits to the right. Melton and James can have their hands loaded down all night. Collins in there at the safety position now. And you can bet they're looking right over the middle. Once again, they do. And the Rabbits stop them this time for maybe a 2-yard gain. Marwin Oliver in there on the stop. Good job. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. And see, this is the closest we've done to stopping them since that touchdown. Which was last period.
That's the thing about our offense and our defense team, though. If they can get just a couple of breaks, they see what they can do, and then they go for it. How many times this season did we feel, we're sitting there go, hey, they're going to have to wake up, they're going to have to wake up.
Well, we need to stop them in a series, really, because we don't want to get into a touchdown trade-off here. It's going to be tough enough all night. And we get back on,
we just
gave them a free first down, and they're going to decline this one down here at the 43-yard line. And I didn't see Ricky Collier once again stinging that secondary, and they caught us off sides, but they're going to decline it as they get the ball in Rabbit territory at the 43-yard line.
And that was another 17-yard pass play.
That's right, and they're having their way back there in that secondary right now. Somebody's got to get in there and lay some licks on Collier, and they've got to get in there on the quarterback and pop him a couple of times.
That gives them 97 yards passing already.
They come out of a straight-off formation with 2 wide receivers. Blitz. They're showing blitz. Here comes Collier. Come on, Brad. And Brad McCall was just, throwing that away. Brings up a 2nd and 10 now.
Nothing else you can only hope.
You know, Jefferson isn't that fast. They haven't been able to outrun us, but the mass they've got out there, the strength of their players is just incredible, and they have outpowered us in a lot of plays tonight. And we'll see what the endurance factor is later on. We need to stop them here. We need to get the ball back, and we need to force some things to happen. High formation, twin splits to the left. Jefferson's got a 2nd and 10 now. Defense playing in close. And there's an reverse down, and this time it's going to work big, Steve.
Oh,
man. Brad McCall came in along with Ben Collins and shut that one down, but it's still going to be right at the first down marker, and that's twice tonight they've bitten on that. And
Ricky Coach
number 24, Ken Holt over there taunting our sideline. Did they throw the flag?
No.
Well,
Drew, his coach is way out in the middle of the field, though. They're calling him off now.
They need to get him off the field. If they want to...
Oh! He's got one telling him good job, and the other one giving him berating him.
Yeah. It's like, don't do that no more, but just don't let them see you do it. And that's going to be right out of first down. And if it's not, they've had no trouble at all picking up the short yardage, and I don't look for him to stop here.
He's short by about a yard.
Yeah, about a yard, yep. Well, this is a nice stadium, boy. Hey, the further we go into these playoffs, the better they get, and this is no exception. Homer Bryce Stadium here. 9:54 to go in the first half. Rabbits trailing 14-6. Dogs threatening to score again as they're down here on the Rabbit 32-yard line with a second and inches. And Steve, look for that long count again to try and draw our guys off guard, or off sides actually. And they've done good at it so far. Timeout. And now they started just to get the ball set.
Hey, that'll unnerve somebody.
Harrison shows blitz. He's up the middle. He's good for the first down, and that's just about it. Close to a late hit there by Cody Milton.
I don't know, Andy. I think it's going to be close. Let's wait and see.
31, Cody Milton coming in on a decidedly late hit.
It's our line versus their line. Let's just wait and see where they put that ball.
They stacked it pretty tight. Are they showing fourth? He didn't. No, they're going to call. They're calling for a timeout and measurement.
Put the binocs on it, Andy, and see what happens here.
Oh, it's going to be close. It looked like his progress man gave it to him, but I don't know how these referees have spotted the ball. Denmark and Duffy have definitely been the benefactors of some.
No, he is short by another yard.
4 down territory for sure. Gut check for the Rabbit defense. Savage comes in with the set from Coach Melton. And see, one thing they've got to guard against here and all others really is Jefferson setting back on the heels and catching somebody deep.
That's right.
I mean, you've got to guard over the middle, but if they get Collier over the middle, that linebacker throws stacking the line, it's going to be tough. Looks like Everett Dickerson in there in the defensive tackle position now. No, that's Marwin.
I look for it to be their best versus our
And he's going to get over for the first. And I don't know where they're going to spot him at. Boy, they were generous. It's the 29-yard line, and Dogs get a fresh 4, and our defense has got to be breathing a little hard now. They stopped him at the line of scrimmage, but he just got that spring in his feet and launched right over our defensive line, and we couldn't get up to stop him. My. But this is better than the first 2 series, though. I mean, we're earning
34 yards on 11 carries there for Duffy.
And they are at least forcing him to commit to the line of scrimmage. Hand off at the line. There you go. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Marlon Oliver and Mr. Justice hanging back and getting the play.
That's what we've got to have. And those two have got their hands full with that offensive line tonight. I mean, we are definitely... Everett Dickerson checking in for Marwin now, and Marwin playing that offensive line going both ways. They're going to spell him as often as they can, and Everett is a good tackle. I'm sure they're looking for a pass here, and they want to get all the penetration they can and maybe force the quarterback into a deficit situation. Staying with that I formation. Flanker blitz. Quarterback's got all week to throw over the middle.
Oh,
between 4 Rabbit defenders. He's still on his feet, and he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And what do you got to do, Steve? That was a bullet pass. It was right on the mark where it had to be, and the Rabbit defense just they couldn't handle it. Amy in there on the tackle. I didn't get who caught the ball, but I'm pretty sure it was caught. Who caught it? Holt. They've got Collier splitting to the left, and they've got it looks like Holt and somebody else to the right. I'm sure they're just pulling this in, trying to get the... Yeah, they're going with the option, and it's good down to about the 7-yard line. Boy, they don't give up the ball, it doesn't look like. They definitely are some sticky-fingered running backs out there.
Andy, I wonder if this is the first time they've really had to exhibit any type of ball control this year.
7:30 to go in the first half, second quarter. It's 14-7. Dogs threatening down here at the 7-yard line. And this Rabbit defense has been very stingy down here all season. They've made it tough for them the last 2 times they've gotten down here, but we've got to keep them out of the end zone. And the offense having trouble getting on track. Up the middle to Denmark, it looks like. And he's good for another 3, Steve. And 3rd and goal from just about the 4-yard line, maybe 3. They can get a first, that's true. I'm sorry, yeah, 3rd and 2. If he gets down to that first, I'm pretty sure he's going to put it over the goal line. 3rd and 2 now. They need to stop them here twice. Actually, they need to get back in that backfield. Coming up to the line tight. Up the middle of Denmark.
Yeah.
And
it may be close to the first down.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it to him yet.
They're going to get him the first down. Made my words on that. I thought he'd get across if he got through there. And bring up a 1st and goal. And from the 1 yard. And the Dog offense having its way out here tonight.
Okay, our medal against theirs.
Sack up time. The Rabbit defense has got to hang tough 4 times here with no mistakes. And Jefferson going to the power game right over the middle. Touchdown. And that's going to make it 20-6.
Number 4. Mr. Tim Duffy.
Tim Duffy over the middle brings 20-6, and they come out to the extra point. And it's regroup time over here on the sideline. These Rabbits are no way, no how out of this, but we've got to stop them and get the ball on our side of the court for a while. Good crowd for both teams out here tonight. Golly. And he has had no trouble splitting those uprights. And it's 21-6. Rabbits in the deficit. We'll be back with more right after this on AQC TV.
At the corner of Highway 59 and 96 in Queen City, Champs is the place to go for great pizza and fun. Every Monday and Tuesday night, go by for the Champs Pizza and AQC TV pizza parties beginning at 6 p.m. Watch the official broadcast of Queen City Bulldogs football on Monday, followed by Monday Night Football. On Tuesday night, watch the broadcast of Atlanta Rabbits football, all on their new 27-inch stereo TV. Order a large one-topping pizza for $5 from 6 p.m. till closing. Plus, free pool from 5 to 6 on Monday and Tuesday, and from 6 till 7 on Friday. Champs also has a lunch buffet Sunday through Friday from 12 till 2 for only $2.99. Stop by Champs Pizza, located at the corners of Highway 59 and 96 in Queen City.
Ball, no, 22.
Number 1 kicker.
Somebody setting the ball for Jefferson, and we're going to get a kickoff here. That's Oliver and Blaylock back for the Rabbits. And Steve, we need offensive production here quick. Justice comes off the field now.
What's to say they won't come up with an onside kicker, though?
Now, that's a big change for Colt Melton. Justice must have hurt his ankle or something because they've got him off the field now in the kickoff. I guess he got hit last time pretty hard. And they're going to drop this one right in Billy's eye, and he's going to take it at the 5. He has a little trouble getting on track, and he's taking a running step, Steve. He gets around the 30, and he's going to be tough to the 40 or the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. Great return by Billy, considering where he started from. It was beautiful.
Andy, I saw an open spot, and I was hoping he'd stop.
He was running hard, too. I mean, he lowered those shoulders down, and he had gold line on the mind.
I wish he had our bird's eye view up here to go by.
6:06 to go in the quarter and the half. Rabbits need to get some offensive production, give that defense, or the bulk of it that's not on the field, a rest, and let Coach Melton make the adjustments he needs to. And you've got, looking down here, Justice Fields and Cody Melton down here taking a break on the bench. Up the middle for about 2. That went to Everett, and they were kind of looking for it. He got a little tripped up. Maybe 1. Oh, our spots sure don't seem to be as far-reaching as theirs when they go to put that ball down.
Now, something I was going to say a minute ago, Andy. Remember Harrison was taking up on that last offensive play we had down there before we punted. Looks like he's all right, though.
Yeah, keep in mind, this is still where no Rabbit team has gone before.
Oh, we played out here last
in
year.
motion now. Drop back pass. Harrison looking way down. And they're going to give it to him. They ain't going to give him nothing. He earned that. Billy Oliver down there close to a first down. Well, actually close to it. Yeah, bring up a 3rd and 3. Well, I thought he was further down than that when he caught it. That's something I've been waiting for Coach Schaumburg to do, is go to that sideline pass and nickel and dime him to the outside and open up the inside running game. I'm sure that's what he's trying to set up. Bashy Noel checking in now for Billy Oliver.
3rd and 2.
That's an important 3rd and 2 here. They need the first down. They need to keep that Jefferson defense on the field. They need to give our defense time to regroup a little bit, let Coach Melton look at a few things, make some adjustments. Pitch to Blaylock around the right side, and he's going to be
first down, Andy.
Oh. Acrobatics are in no short supply on either field tonight, as Ken hung that one way out to dry, and Blaylock brings it in on the sweep, runs tough for the first down, and gets Atlanta just to about the 46-yard line, 47. 46
Maybe 47.
Yeah, whatever. Now, I'll take whatever we can get to get back in striking distance on these guys. We need to do it. And like I said, we need to rest that defense and let them relax a little bit and see what's going on. Looks like they're trying to blitz the outside. They're covering to the left.
Oh, he had just gone inside. Blaylock just touched the inside, Andy.
Blaylock had a hole to the inside. They were stacking the outside something fierce. Jefferson pushed about 4 of them out of the way. But he still picked up about 4 yards, Steve. Brings up a 2nd and 6.
He'd had a touchdown or close to it if he cut up. I don't like to sit there and second guess, but I saw it.
That's you know, he's a sophomore. He's still trying to get his way. 2nd and 6 now, and he'll learn.
Hey, we crossed the other side of the 50.
We're on the 50 now, across the 50. One split. Oliver and the flanker comes in motion around the right side. Harrison looks like he's checking off. Drops straight back. He's looking for protection. Good block from Jefferson. Gunning it downfield. Foot race. Intercepted at the 9. Going to be brought down at the 2. And that is the way the ball is going tonight, as Billy Oliver is just completely out of position on the ball. Good coverage by the Jefferson secondary. And that was 24 Tim Holt back there in coverage, it looked like. And that was a good coverage. As Ken let it hang out a little long, and it cost us, but at least they got it down there on their 2, and they're not in good striking position.
That was Dane Mansack, number 9, that caught that ball.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Excuse me. But we did get a break on that because he caught it at around the 10, but when he tried to run with it, he kept running backwards and got down to about the 2-yard line. Now what we need to do is stick them. And stick them hard. 4:09 to go in the half. The Rabbits are seeing some things out here tonight they're not used to. 62 Mingo Clay checking in now at the defensive tackle position. I guess Mikhail Justice took a little more pound in there than we thought he did, and they can't get him back on the field right now.
We had him in the backfield.
And they had him in the backfield, and he still gets out there about the 6. Mitch misses on the blitz. And our usual speed attack through this Duffy on the run. Our usual fast attack on the offense is not really having success. They're finding a wedge in there and just blowing us out for 3 and 4 yards every play. Staying with that I formation is spreading our corners out where they're almost out of the play. And they caught us napping, but I think they're going to...
Well,
you know, they're pointing against us again.
That's not the first time I've seen us move or go across after they flinched, Andy, but whatever, they got us again.
You know, I'm going to tell you what, that's 3 times now we've been nailed for offside, and our defense hasn't been tagged all season.
And we settled down some at this point, too. It's not all us.
They're seeing something over there that's costing them. Yeah, they're seeing the guard, our spotter's saying the guard's flinching his arm. And I don't doubt it. Something's making them jump in there. And they busted him back there for a 3-yard drop. That's number 50. Robert Lawson. Where did Lawson come from? Boy, that's a new face in there. Robert coming in there at the linebacker position. He in there for Mitch. I didn't even see him sneaking in there. No, I don't know where they put him. Savage is out there. We'll find him in a minute. Maybe.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 now. Boy, and he bulls for it, and then some. And if we can't stop that, it's going to be a long night.
We got it.
Hunt in there on the tackle, but Lawson's in for Hunt. Okay, listen. Remember what happened to Donny? Listen, just giving him a break. 2:41 to go in the half. And Steve, I'm looking for error here. 1st and 10, back in your own territory. Got a nice lead, closing in on the half. You have nothing to lose. You just stung us for a big interception. And that's what I'm thinking. And now they cannot. Now let's see how they tag us there. Almost a fight down there.
That's number 71, Kenneth Covenant. And he's the guard that we keep thinking is moving.
He's a hog. And they're going to move them back 5 this time. Finally, we get one against us. Everybody in the audience is saying it's about time. So maybe they'll shut that off.
Andy, have you really looked at that number 60 of their side? Fredwin Holloman?
No.
He's 6'5", 315 pounds.
That's a lot of beef. 36-inch waist.
And supposedly A&M's out here for the 4th time.
That's Holt splitting to the left. That looks like Collier to the right. And fumble. And maybe, yes, Brad. I think they're going to get it, Steve. I think they're going to get it. I'm wrong. Thank goodness. We got a break. We got a break.
Let's see who comes over that ball.
Boy, Brad scared me when he lost it. Mingo Clay coming all the way from that tackle position in there to give the Rabbits a big play as somebody got down there and laid a whop on Denmark. And he caught that ball up like it was stuck in his throat. Duffy, either way, he didn't want it no more. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to get in there and hit them hard. We've got to punish them every time they run it. High formation. I'm surprised we don't have the Colorado here. Look for Blaylock on a sweep. Harrison rolls out.
Beautiful
play.
roll out.
Good block by Nickelberry. Over the middle of Billy. Billy's down at the 9. The goal line. He's down to the 1 yard line.
We got a flag down there. It's going to be on Jeff Trout.
Jeff's shaking his head. I think he's going to give a bad block. And does that go from point of infraction or line of scrimmage?
It'll have to be the point of infraction.
Anyway, that's 10 yards. That's going to go almost back to the original 1st down mark. And the Dog fans are applauding. What else can happen?
Flipping against us. And it probably just happened. There wasn't any way of stopping that.
Yeah. Boy, they were just so excited to be down there. There's a minute 47 left. Now, keep in mind that was a 1st down play. Regardless, we're going to have a 1st and something. 15 yards from the slot of foul. That is a pretty nasty hit.
Still 1st down.
And actually, we gained 5 yards on the play. No, it's 1st and... Now, how can that be?
1st 5. Okay, they
should respot the ball.
Marked it off from the 4.
Okay, but they still should have respotted the ball because he got... Well, never mind. I don't see how they did that. That was a 1st down. It should have been marked as a 1st down. Whatever, 1st and 5. We'll take that just as well as 10. Blaylock's around the left now, Steve. He can turn the corner. He's going to get the 1st down.
Now about the 7-yard line.
And, Steve, now the Rabbit offense is doing the punishing. And the Rabbit fans are on their feet. And this is what we've been needing to see. Get this team back into the ball game mentally and emotionally. Now, Jefferson is very sticky-fingered and very stingy with that football. And the uncharacteristic pop on Duffy there. And we need this 6.
1st and goal.
We need 7. We need 7. We'll
you
take
reckon they
6.
expect us to pass here, Andy?
I'd be looking out for 34. That's where he goes. He gets tagged at the line. He's still down to the 4. His forward progress will get him across the 5.
They're going to get him at 4. That's a 3-yard pickup.
And, Steve, that takes a lot of meat to move Everett Dickerson back. And I'm going to tell you what, he didn't do it willingly neither. Good run, Everett. Good call by the coach. And they're just trying to play power football with them and force them to eat it a little bit, and I think they're doing a good job of it.
2nd and goal from the 4.
These are 2 championship teams playing out here. And these teams do not know how to quit, and that's what makes a good football team. Rabbit fans on their feet. 2nd goal from the 4. Oliver in motion around the right side. Harrison's looking to pass.
Man,
He's going to be in pressure. He's got pressure. He may have to eat this one, Steve. He's still got it. He throws over the middle. Caught. No, intercepted. Ooh. There's interference there, too. That could just be.
Nope, that was
They're going to call
that's a sandbag.
No, that's a flag.
There's a flag back there.
And I think they're going to mark this as going to be maybe offensive interference. Or
Andy, they're going to call this the Keystone Cop penalty.
Ken just trying to make something happen with less than a minute to go. They're on their feet. We must aid it. Ineligible receiver downfield. Doesn't that negate the pass when you have an ineligible receiver?
Nope.
Well, less than a minute to go. The Rabbit defense needs to hold on to what they had. Holt did that. And that was just Ken Harrison trying to make something happen. He was trying to throw across the field, and it cost him that time. And see, we're really in good shape that they brought him down, because there was only a couple of people back there to stop him after he got it. Surge off the Jefferson line, and they're just trying to eat up the clock now. And McCall's going to call timeout. Coach Schaumburg's not going to let him do it. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the rest of the first half, most likely, right after this on AQC TV.
Russian Pest Control says, go Rabbits, all the way to state. And you can see that Russian Pest Control are proud to be avid supporters of the mighty Atlanta Rabbits and invite you to go out and support the Rabbits on the road to the state playoffs. Russian Pest Control, proud to be Atlanta Rabbits.
Debate up here in the press box about what's going on here. We are beating ourselves. The Rabbits are just royally shooting themselves in the foot. And
some of us getting used to where we're at, though, Andy.
well, they're not showing the poise that they've been showing the last three games. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with Jefferson. He blast through close to a first down. And I don't know if they'll extend another timeout or not. 26 seconds left on the clock. We should have one left. Yeah, we do. Jefferson hasn't taken one either, and I'm sure they're more than satisfied with their level of play. 3rd and inches, 16 on the clock.
They're satisfied. I'll give anything for them being satisfied.
They're not even starting the shot clock on this one. The ref hadn't set the ball with it, too. And that's it. End of the first half. The Rabbits trailing 21-6 to the Jefferson Bulldogs. And Steve, you got to look at the first half and say a lot of it was just jitters, nerves, however you want to call it. And a very good Jefferson Bulldog team who came out and has taken advantage of every little slip we've made.
Oh, no doubt. And that's what it's going to take, Andy. Whoever gives up the ball is going to lose the game.
Well, we've given up the one extra turnover that they have, and it's cost us. And Ken Harrison trying to make something happen down there before the end of the half. He tried to throw across field to Billy Oliver, who was actually in double coverage, and who was it? Holt caught him napping there, I believe, and it came right up and intercepted it. We stopped him, but still, it turned what could at least have been a 3-point opportunity into a no-point situation. And that's something we've got to look out for. I'm sure Coach Schaumburg's just going to get them in there at the halftime, tell them to settle down, think about what they're doing, realize that they are no better, the other team across the line is absolutely no better than what we are, and just let them think about it. I'm sure Coach Melton will make some defensive adjustments for that over-the-middle pass.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be looking at some of that. And we'll be back to look at more of it right after the half over at AQC TV. Stay tuned for the Big Bad Band.
For this portion of your halftime entertainment, Atlanta High School proudly presents the Big Bad Band from Robinland. Neil Sutton, Chris Roberts, and Dave Sutton, and the field direction of Laura Thurman and Amy Wall. Tonight's program includes Oh Come On Ye Faithful and Jingle Bells, featuring surprise guest performers. So sit back, relax, and enjoy an Atlanta performance of Christmas Pride.
Land, brought to you this season by Jerry Griffin and all the fine folks down at American National Insurance.
We'll be
tickets, then call me and join us at 796-867-6434. You see, American National is dedicated to keeping the right flow and the service free. Maybe your company is raising the rates to help pay for earthquake damage in California or flooding in the Midwest. Is that fair? I don't think so. So cancel your plans on electric vehicles for American National and stop the cost savings system. Call today at 796-8674 to find out why your friends and neighbors are taking their office insurance from American National that's here in Jersey.
This should be state champ. That's not asking much.
That's a nice thought. And as we get ready to start the second half of play here at Homer Bryce Stadium in Nacogdoches, Texas, home of the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. And Atlanta Rapids facing a 21-6 deficit at the hands of the Jefferson Bulldogs. And Steve, you know, I walked down into the crowd there a little bit and heard everybody talking. You know, one thing to keep hearing is we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We're making this. We're not that bad. This is a good team we're playing here.
Oh.
They are laying some licks on us. They're executing offensively when they have to. They're capitalizing on mistakes, and their coach is out there calling the right plays. He's done his homework on the film, and they've caught us in some spots that we've known been kind of weak or hedgy all year, and they've capitalized on it. Our job now is to come out after that drumming we took in the first half and come out and make the adjustments we need to, outrun them like we've been doing everybody else all year, get our speed into work, force the big guys to start playing catch-up instead of taking it to us, and make the most of the second half and see if we can't come out and win it.
No doubt, Andy. At the moment, Andy, it looks like they're beating us a little bit statistically, which we have actually come a lot closer than I thought we would. The 227 total yards to our 153. Here they come. On first downs, they've got 14, we've got 8. But the big difference is in the passing game. We've got just under 100 yards total pass, and they're at 125. We never expected, or I never expected them to come out passing like they have. Maybe it's because they didn't think we would.
Well, I confess a little guilty or whatever. I read the newspapers. I'm seeing Jefferson's not a big passing team. They haven't been predominantly all season. They haven't had to pass that much. They've been taking their power running game there, buddy. Coach Bennett knew that we've got a front four that you just cannot consistently run on, or front seven, counting the linebackers, you can't consistently run on. He knows that. We've showed it down here tonight. But he's done one thing no one's really done that good all year, and he's mixed it up. He's caught us looking over the middle. I said that earlier in the game. Ricky Collier, he's 6'5". He's a head taller than everybody else on our team, and they're getting him over between our linebackers and our secondary, and they're hanging a high pass up, and they're letting him pull it in. That cost us one touchdown right there. 4th and 10. They threw it over. Amy or Brad, whoever's down there on the coverage, just couldn't get their hands up high enough, and Collier just brought it right on in, and it cost us a touchdown. Something we've got to be looking to defend. I'm sure they're going to make some adjustments. But one thing we've really got to do is get back in that back there in a quarterback space, lay some licks on him, take Denmark and Duff, take the defense to them too, and
Andy, I'm looking at something I haven't seen all season.
What?
Coach Harnberg has a headset on.
He has one on?
I take that back.
He's out there talking.
We're so far up here
No,
in the crow's nest, I can't tell them apart.
Somebody does. That may be Big Ben. I can't tell. No, that's not him.
No. That's
I can tell now the hat rides so much lower on his ears than it used to.
That's Coach Pines with it on.
But Coach Scharnberg's out there talking to him. I'm sure, I wasn't in there, but I'm sure he told them, look, guys, get out there, relax, stop making the mental mistakes, get over the pregame jittery mess, and play your brand of football. You can beat these guys. You're as good a team as they are. Just go out on the field and prove it. 21-6 is not a deficit that can't be overcome quickly.
Oh, no doubt.
But the thing we've got to do is stop their offense. And our defense has had us in the game all year, and I look for no different tonight in the second half. We've just got to stop them, and they have got some hosses up there on that offensive line now.
Oh, when you're looking at a couple of guys at 256 and then one at 315.
You know, the lightweight out there is 200 pounds.
Right.
And that's just, that's hard for our guys. And Mikhail Justice already hobbling out there a little bit. That kind of worried me, but he seemed to be able to play. Mingo Clay's come in doing a good job for us walking in there for Mikhail. We saw number 50, Robert Lawson, stepping there at defensive end for Donny Hunt. I'm sure Coach Scharnberg just wanting to spell some of these defensive guys going both ways. Lawson got back there and did a good job of wrapping up and making a tackle. Was he the one that caused the fumble? He did a good. I didn't know who got that. Well, we give credit to Robert on that. And something we need to do is just keep going. Now, we should be receiving the opening kickoff here in the second half, and that's something we need to get our offense out there.
Mr. Savage out there taking it for us.
That's 71, Kenneth. Is that right? Kenneth Tobin.
We've gone on that one before.
I'll take the word.
We're glad to get rid of them just so we don't have to worry about these names anymore.
Rabbit's taking it from the right side of the field. Jefferson will be kicking off, and rumors of their kicking game demise have been just slightly overrated.
Well, part of it, Andy, though, is they really haven't had to kick. I mean, but they've got a straight-on kicker.
That's true, and it helps on these smaller goalposts on the college field. Bring back O'Kelly. 2 shots at an extra point. I haven't seen him miss an extra point all season.
Just one.
He's missed one, and that was a fluke. And he gets that tonight. A little bit narrower goalpost. I don't know if it's throwing his concentration or his focus off, but he misses it once. We'll get a penalty, shoot it again, and this time he misses again. So, you know, now at some point we may be looking at going for 2. So McHale's back out there. They're just spelling and giving him some rest. He's stretching that calf.
We need him more now than we did in the last one.
I'd like to see him get his hands on that ball. Jefferson is showing a lot of poise tonight. They're saying they're going to play ball with us. They're kicking it to our deep men back here, which is something nobody's really wanted to do. That'll be Oliver and Blaylock back there. And there it goes. Squirter right to Oliver. He handles it at about the 12.
Oh, he wants
sets
to take
his
one
wedge.
back.
He gets a little running speed. He's up to the 31-yard line. Still a good recovery.
Andy, I've never said this, but I wonder what had happened if just once he went down the sideline with that.
It'd be interesting to see. Coach Scharnberg talked to him earlier in the year about staying with his coverage because there was once or twice he did try the sideline. And the wedge was up the middle, and the hole was there. They looked at it on the game tape, so now they say, follow this guy. Okay, we're coming back out in a Colorado-type offense. One flanker, Everett's alone back in the backfield. No, that's Blaylock in the backfield. They go with a power sweep, and Blaylock's still on his feet. He'll get to maybe a 1 or 2 yard pickup. Looks like Everett's block kind of slid off of him there and got back there on him.
They got one.
How was that big power sweep right that's been really effective the last couple of weeks? Harrison jogging back on the field. He still likes to go in there and get that play from Coach Scharnberg no matter what.
Coach Scharnberg says he doesn't need to come in. He's sending it in with the receiver, but he's able to go halfway out and read his lips.
Yeah. Casey Kidd and Bassie Noel is split to your left. We've got an I formation set. Harrison drops back.
Oh,
he's looking
plenty
to
of
pass.
time.
He's got all day. He's got pressure. He falls down in the backfield for about a 4-yard loss. Make it 5. And the Rabbits are in deficit position already. Is that my new word tonight? Deficit? They're in negative yardage, that's for sure. It's going to be about a 3rd and 14. And
they call it a sack, Andy, but that really wasn't a sack.
That wasn't a sack. Ken just fell down. And, you know, the field's dry. We haven't had any traction problems out there. I'm sure I'm sure he's still letting him, he's kind of reeling over that interception there at the end of the half.
That's what I'm going to say. Which would you rather have, the interception or him falling down on one knee?
I mean, he's going to try and make things happen. Drop back pass once again. He's looking over the middle. He's got all day. Double coverage. Casey just misses it. Through his hand, just a little overthrown.
Slow getting up to it.
He's all right, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 14, and the Rabbits will be forced to punt it off to Jefferson Bulldogs. 4 up, 4 down, and the Bulldogs offensive machine gets set to roll for the first time here in the second half. We knew coming into this game it was going to be a hard-fought battle, and it has been. It will be, continually. Kelly back to punt now. Jefferson has single man back there for the return. He's got some pressure. Oh, they just barely. He waves off the fair catch. And that's Holt. Where did he take that? About 20 or the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Pretty good kick there for O'Kelly. So
39 yards.
Steve, I'll be curious to see what, if any, adjustments Coach Melton made during halftime. I don't know if he just told him to settle down and play into the coverage he told them to, or what?
Settling down would have a lot to do with it.
I look, and they're going twin splits to the right now, but we know they're just pulling them out for usually just for the coverage. Up the middle, Denmark. Hey, he stopped. Randy Garner laid the first lick in there to slow him down, then the rest of the defense closed it in. They pull what we've seen Coach Scharnberg do a lot. They're bringing their wide receivers to one side, making it the strong side, forcing the coverage out there and forcing our secondary to respect the pass. And when they do, it does have a tendency to weaken up the middle of that defensive line.
I have a feeling they're going to try a pass here, Andy. So much for my feelings.
Option, missed tackle. That Cody back there missed the tackle with what would have been negative yardage, and they're going to bring it up close to a first down at about the 42-yard line. Donny Hunt still not out there? That's right, so we got Lawson in there now at the second defensive end, I should say.
Andy, it looks like we're still trying to tackle these guys high, and as far as I know, we're going to have to go low.
Here we go now. Defense sets up. Melton comes around the end.
I think he's denied.
I think they're going to deny this one and force Jefferson to make a big decision. Jefferson's saying they got it.
Okay,
and the referee's saying they got it. Boy, that forward progress has been a blessing to those Bulldogs tonight, and we haven't got a lick of it. So, 1st and 10. Once again, the Rabbits failed to stop them on 3rd and short, or 3rd and anything for that matter. You know, we've only... Mingo's in there. So Marwin Oliver, so I guess Coach Scharnberg trying to make sure that offensive line has all the rest they can. Mingo's a very good tackle. Blitz showed by Savage. Reverse
again.
And will we bite? That should be a clip back there.
Well, there's Jefferson clipping, so it doesn't count.
As one of the Jefferson receivers just pushes our tackle straight to the ground. And that makes it hard to tackle when you're getting nailed like that. It's going to be a 2-yard pickup. And see, one thing I like, though, our defense is a lot more feisty out there right now than they have been. They're not taking it. And they're giving up inches instead of yards now.
Well, they kind of know where to go. It's playing a team that's actually got a lot of weapons. You've got to be watching to see where they're going to go.
Actually, they're playing a mirror. This is almost
in a lot of ways, you're right.
I mean, if both of them suited up in the same color uniforms, you couldn't tell who had the ball a lot of times.
Here we go.
Quarterback on the offense.
Oh, right.
He has just nailed that for maybe a 1.5-yard pickup. I see Chad Melton in there. And Randy Garner came across. No, that's McHale getting up off the 6-2. That's Mingo play. Good job, Mingo, staying at home there.
He likes that name.
So Coach Scharnberg getting some good production from his, I can call them backups or whatever you want to call them, but they're coming off the bench, the reserves, and performing well. This is the big play.
Has a lot.
And that's up the middle, Steve.
But he's not going to
He's not going to get it. Now Jefferson has to make the decision with about a 4th and 4 if they're going to try and punt it. And I see the punting team come on the field. You know, if they want to try the momentum stopper, they could try for the fake here. They've got the lead. They've managed to shut our offense down for the last couple of series, although we denied ourselves one time. And you could see it. And they've got Billy Oliver back there. They have to respect his speed.
They got a barefooted punter, too, Andy. Look at that.
What's unusual? Ooh! Boy, they put the squeeze on him. Billy backs up. He's not going to get near it. And 19-yard line, 18-yard line is where it's going to lay. And the Rabbits will have to take over from deep in their own territory and dig their way out of another hole. But good stand by the defense for the first time tonight, Steve. We just got to stop missing those tackles in the backfield.
And that was a 36-yard barefooted punt.
And it ate 5 minutes off the clock. We've eaten 5 minutes off the clock right now between Atlanta and Jefferson. But the Rabbits did a good job of denying Jefferson for the first time tonight, and now we need to see the offense get out there and produce. Looks like Colorado set. Blaylock's a little confused where he's supposed to be. He comes back in now. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
We got to waste the time.
And we're going to waste the timeout on this one as there was total confusion. And And while they settle it down, we'll take a break with more Rabbit football right after this on AQC TV.
Mayor, close to the TV. And let me let you in on one of the best cap shakers in Cass County. The best lunches at Osborne's Grocery, Farm to Market Road 74 in Queen City. Lunches are daily from 11 to 2. So come on by and find out one of the best cap shakers in Cass County. Osborne's Grocery, Farm to Market Road 74. They're Bulldog proud in Queen City.
And you get here, and you get here. And I believe Coach Schaumburg's got the offense straightened out. And Ken Harrison will bring them back up to the line for a 1st and 10 from just about the 18.5-yard line. And we're back in the I formation now. Oliver's in the flanker position. One split that looks like Casey. Harrison fakes 2 times, and he breaks 1 tackle. He's throwing over the middle. This time it's caught by Billy. Steve. Oh, he almost denied himself a first down.
He got the first down, but
I don't know. No.
He got it. Watch now.
Yeah. Him doubling back, I think he thought he was going to try and run around those 2 houses with Jefferson, and they just snatched him.
Andy, we had a missed call on that, too, because there was a little bit of clipping in the backfield, but fortunately they didn't call
it. First down for the Rabbits. We needed that break. Well, I mean, the referees, I get critical of them sometimes, but once again, this week we've had some really liberal referees who have really let these guys play some football.
I think that's our job to stay critical of them.
6:51 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Rabbits mounting their 2nd series for the half. And
you got to blame it on somebody.
High formation once again. That's Casey and Billy off to the right side now. Hand off to Blaylock. He's good for 3. Boy, they grabbed him. Ooh, they grabbed him. Everett coming out of that fray somewhere in there.
Tackled by his counterpart.
But that's the kind of play we need to have. We need to have the up the middle. We need to give them what they've been giving us. I'd like to see the Colorado come in there and maybe give Cal Melton a chance to grab that ball. Now, look at here. Blaylock splitting to the right side and some kind of flanker.
We're still not lined up.
And they're still not getting straight. Jeff Fouts comes around the left side. There's 5 seconds. He's going to have to snap in a hurry. There he goes. He got it off. I don't know how, Steve. It's a busted play almost from the get-go. Billy just misses it.
Boy, Tim Holt for the Bulldogs came right over the middle, Andy, playing from nowhere and just barely missed making an interception.
That one was just over the outstretched fingers of Billy Oliver. And now we're looking at a 3rd and about 7. It's Coach Schaumburg trying a couple little gadget plays there to get us back in. Now we see Cal Melton coming in.
Casey Kidd coming in. That's just something they probably hadn't practiced too many times this year.
Yeah, it was a misdirection play. They had 4. I guess they had 4 motion wide receivers.
They might have even drawn that last play on the
now we're into a single backfield. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Harrison sets the line. He fakes a good fake to Everett Decker.
Into the world.
For about 15 yards.
Somebody's down out there. I can't tell.
That's one lineman. I can't tell who.
It's most likely Donny.
But Jason Banks is coming in for him.
So we're going to get the, that's Donny Hunt who's getting up after breathing hard. Frost, excuse me. Sorry, Donny. We get the personal foul call for roughing the passer, which is rightly so. That's 1st and 10 now. It's a 15-yard penalty plus the first down, and Jefferson gets tagged for a little indiscretion there. I might say so. Glad to see Frosty get up, though.
Yeah, we're going to need him back in there. Your wind leaves you a lot quicker on the artificial turf when you fall down on it. All right.
Colorado set.
Hunt centering.
He can do it. Hey, good fake once again. He's ready to throw. He's got all kinds of trouble in the backfield, Steve. He's throwing across field. He's got 2 open wide receivers, and Casey's still on his feet. They just about hurt each other. And the crowd down here just, they don't know how to react to that, but it is a first down, Steve. Like I said, like on that first touchdown drive we had. It's not pretty, but we'll take it. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ravis driving for a desperately needed touchdown. I don't know how he caught that. I do know that if they hadn't collided, there were 6 points waiting at the other end of that reception.
Sad thing is, I thought they were going to fight over it before the ball got there.
Coach Scharnberg staying with the single back Colorado-style offense. And he keeps faking Everett. This time he goes straight to him. Everett cuts the corner. He cuts run over him. He bowls for 6. Boy, we need to see a whole lot more of that. Now, Ken's kind of limping as he comes to get the play from Coach Scharnberg. He must have took a hard hit back there.
Coach Ford's in that play in?
I'm not sure. Colorado, Ken Harrison doesn't seem to be lacking any mobility now. He's still quite mobile.
Well,
he's stretching them out to the limits out there.
You watch his poise, Andy. He's gained a lot.
Option play. He goes to Everett. It's bobbled. Everett does a good job of snagging it. He's going to lose 2 or 3, but he'll still get back to at least the original line of scrimmages. Jefferson did a good...
I think he got back to the current line of scrimmage. If not...
Yeah, he did. Well, Ken getting some pressure. Jefferson did a good job of defending that and knowing what to look for. They've got the people to stay at home for this play. Man, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now. And this is 7 yards we need, and you're almost at this, even this early in the second half, into 4-down territory out here. O'Kelly's had a hard time kicking, so we've got to be looking touchdown. Colorado set. Harrison rolls right.
Nice
block. Boy, he's going to get drilled, but... Cale Milton! Come on, Cale. Cale. Good job. 9-yard, 11-yard line.
10-yard line. 11-yard line.
Did anybody not hear that was Cale Milton? And a rabid crowd, as you can hear, is on their feet. All right. Now, see, that was the best executed play I think we've had all night.
Oh, yes. Just as he needed to get it off, Harrison did. There was a little bit of a moving pocket there.
But let's give credit. I mean, the play was designed for Cale to float over the middle in between the zone coverage, and he did it. Now we're staying with the Colorado at 11 yards. They can actually get a first down. Go straight to Everett around the left side. He jukes 2 or 3. He's going to be brought down for about a yard loss. Blaylock's in. Cale's out.
Thing about it, Andy, Harrison has taken a lot of hard licks. We've got to protect him a little bit better.
Jefferson's defense is really a lot faster than I thought they were going to be. That front 4 of theirs is huge, and they're quick. These guys are matching up just about even. They are giving us exactly what we've been giving everybody all year.
Well, we need our people to really stand up and cheer now.
That's right, and they're getting it over here. Split backfield. There goes Blaylock. Fumble. Now, his knee was down.
There we go.
Wait a minute. Let's see which way they call it.
It's our ball. It rolled out of bounds before.
Now, his knee was down back there where he hit, but they're calling this a big loss.
All right. Time to jump on the no-no, men.
Now, I don't know. Well, Coach Ford's not sitting over there eating their ears off, so it must not have been too close.
That or he knows he's going to needle motor on.
Now, that last 3rd down I said was huge. This is bigger.
I lost 6 yards there, Andy.
Colorado offense. Everett's the lone back. Jefferson plays up close. Harrison's got pressure, but he's got time. He's over the middle, and how did you do that? Talking about throwing a bullet. See, that ball must have been making 90 when it crossed over that goal line. And it went right through, I don't know, about 6 bodies. There's 3 Bulldogs out there with holes in their chest.
All right.
Now, this is where Harrison's coming in. See, we're talking 2-point conversion.
We don't have any choice but to go for 2.
Yeah, we do. Score 3 more touchdowns. Don't let them score anything.
That's true, too.
That's not much of an option, though. Rabbits trying desperately to get back into this thing. Coming out of the Colorado, look for a pass right over the middle to Melton. Harrison rolls to the left. You got it! Run, Ken! Touchdown! Yes! The point. Yes! Great second effort. Kel Melton's trying to do cartwheels out there. Oh, Steve! And the Atlanta crowd is on it. 3:14 to go in the third quarter, 21-14. You're watching Rabbit football right here on AQC TV.
A rugged 025 chainsaw from Steel will please everyone. With its unique safety features and power ordinarily found on professional saws, the 025 will tackle all of your jobs with ease. Steel, why compromise? Available at Price Hardware in Atlanta for only $299.95 with a 16-inch bar. That's Steel at Price Hardware, 302 North Williams, here in Atlanta.
Yo time! Rabbits back in this ball game, 21-14. Two beautiful plays, and you got to key them off on Ken Harrison, who made a third down conversion touchdown pass for the Rabbits. Great catch by Casey Kidd, a rocket into his arms, and then Ken, and then turn around. Had to have the 2 points to get us back evened up, and Steve, they did it. Ken Harrison rolled out of the pocket. Go what?
I would say right now it's up to the defense.
Now, right now Atlanta's definitely got some momentum. They're feeling like the Rabbits that we've been watching for the last 14 weeks now.
I have a feeling Adam wants to boot the crap out of this.
I'd like to see this ball go through the upright. I don't want him getting a return. I don't want him getting any momentum. He's gonna shoot this one down to about the 11. It's caught on the 12. And Duffy's got it. Duffy is Denmark. Excuse me. And they stuff him at the 20.
Let's try it one more time.
And see the Rabbit crowd with their Bunny fans are on their feet. Randy Garner there.
That was Fred Brown, the guy we hadn't heard much out of this year.
And there was Randy Garner. Do what? Oh, is that Brown? Well, there was three back there. We had to hit it eventually.
Isn't that cheating? You're only allowed two, aren't you?
First and 10 from 20. Ooh.
Now
this is what I made the trip to Nacogdoches to see right here. Now this defense needs to get in here and sting them. They need to get some momentum. Mikhail Justice, I can't tell who that is lining up the other tackle. Looks like Lawson in there. Handoff up the middle. Good break, maybe for a half a yard. Rabbits all over them.
A 1 yard pickup for Mr. Dunbar.
And Lawson and Mingo still in there? Okay. Lawson lining down there to two technique. Okay, Randy Garner. The whole front four's down now as they show blitz up the middle. They got pressure on the quarterback. Randy just misses him. Quarterback fakes the throw. They're not biting. All right. And Steve, they shut him down twice. He picks up enough yards to get it to a 3rd and 5. Garner did a great job of coming in there. Greg Fields closing that play off. Greg Fields, 25, outside linebacker. Steve, watch these defensive ends.